This is Shane O'Mac, and I'm back, and I'm bringing something new here to Monday Night Raw. Tune in tonight for Raw Underground at 10 o'clock Eastern. See you soon. Do it. Let's do it.
What kind of shit is that?
What's up, everybody? This is my name is April Black. Welcome back to April Black Experience right here on the PW Hustle Zone. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about this ever since it happened on Monday Night Raw, but I figured I would come on here and give my thoughts on this whole Raw Underground. Once again, the McMahon family comes in. One of the McMahon family members, or all of them, come in on Monday Night Raw and just sit to bed when it comes to giving the people what they want. Every time you see a McMahon family, one of them or all of them, you just expect some bullshit that coming out of their mouths. You remember the whole thing with tonight? You're the authority. You get to choose what you want to see on the show. Turns out we see all the same matches, same face on the show, and then we have Old Man Vince with the whole wild card rule that ended poorly. It's just one of the worst concepts of WWE ever did. And now we get this nonsense. Same man coming back after being fired from on SmackDown, introducing Raw Underground, it's a poor man's version of Bloodsport. And I'm not talking about the movie with John Claude Van Damme. I'm talking about Matt Willis Bloodsport, John Barnett Bloodsport, the event that we see in particular during WrestleMania weekend. I know that there was a Bloodsport event in the middle of mid-fall last year. And during in that event, it was supposed to be John Moxley versus Josh Barnett, but it didn't happen because the infection that Moxley had on his elbow. It was supposed to happen at during Mania weekend in Tampa, but we all know the whole deal with that situation. But you ever seen any of those Bloodsport events? I highly recommend that you go see those events versus seeing this poor excuse of a Bloodsport event. And I mean, it's just, you have this big guy named Bonatude, or they gave him a new name. I don't remember his name, and I really don't care. I ain't gonna bother looking it up. But you have this guy coming in, beating up a couple of no names, and all of a sudden you see Eric or Way Woe from the Viking Readers coming in and beating up some jobber. And toward the end of the night, you see Dolph Ziggler finding his way on to television any way possible. He comes in, tapping out some jobber, and all of a sudden you see the Hurt Business, Benjamin Lashley MVP, or as I like to call him, Black Lives Matter, because if you look at the initials, it is the Black Lives Matter. Benjamin, Black, Lashley, Lives, MVP, Matters. But they come in, they pretty much take over the whole underground. You have Lashley knocking somebody out, MVP knocking somebody out, and Son of Benjamin punking out and taking down Dio Madden. Yeah, that Dio Madden, the guy that used to be on commentary on Monday Night Raw, the first night of the new brand split, got knocked out by Brock Lesnar. That was the last time you saw it on TV. And then he comes back on Monday Night Raw, he gets punked out by Son of Benjamin. Two alums from the University of Minnesota. Just proves that Minnesota wrestlers matter. But they come in, they take over the whole underground, and they lead off with business booming, like what the fuck ever. I mean, if you got word that like this, that I feel sorry for you. Cause this is a dumb concept. This is another attempt of WWE trying to bring in MMA to in the mix of WWE of wrestling, trying to put MMA and wrestling together. And in some ways, it works in other promotions, mainly in the indies, because they have guys like Shayna Baszler, Matt Riddle, Sonya Deville. Hell, they didn't start this whole MMA nonsense when they brought back Brock Lesnar after he killed it in the UFC, and they brought in Ronda Rousey. The reason why I say it works in the Indies more than WWE because you have guys like Matt Riddle, Shayna Baszler, hell even Filthy Tom Lawler. Filthy Tom Lawler was a guy that used to fight in the UFC, killing it in the Indies. He's the former MLW World Champion. Now he's wrestling for New Japan Pro Wrestling during in the US version. Hopefully we see more in actual New Japan ring in Japan. But that's I digress on that. But you have MMA stars like Cain Velasquez coming in and completely sitting the bed into his entire WWE one. Only had one match. That was the match that they brought in. They wanted him to lose to Brock Lesnar because he beat him in a real fight in Octagon. Ronda Rousey coming in 2 years in the WWE, first loss in WWE in WrestleMania in a BS way possible. She dips. She leaves. Now we don't know when she's gonna be coming back. We're hearing rumors about her coming back, but I highly doubt that she's gonna be coming back this soon. But whatever. You have Matt Riddle in WWE. You have Sonya Deville being the crap out of Mandy Rose every week on SmackDown apparently, which I'm okay for because I actually prefer Sonya Deville more or Mandy Rose. Don't at me. But you also have guys that performed that did do Bloodsport, like Matt Riddle, like Killer Cross. And if I don't see Killer Cross in any capacity in Raw Underground, then I'm not interested at all. I want to see Matt Riddle. I want to see Killer Cross. I want to see Sonya Deville. I want to see her go out there and just breaking business, unlike Nyla Rose right now. See where I break Cameron from that came out of nowhere at AEW for no reason whatsoever. Then actually breaking the entire women's division like she was supposed to do at first, but now she's stuck in this situation with Cameron. But anyway, I want to see the people that made it that had a somewhat good career in MMA, like Widow and Sonya Deville, and someone like Killer Cross who wasn't in MMA, but he has the, I think it was he did Taekwondo or whatnot, but he killed it during the Bloodsport events when he fought David Boy Smith and Nick Gage. You haven't seen those matches? Go check it out. Again, go check out Bloodsport instead of watching this shit show. But I want to see actual fighters that fought two fights for a living in War on the Ground. Otherwise, this shit it's a no for me. It's a no for me. And shout out to H.R. Brown for this little factoid. You watched the narrative, the EC3 promo video that he put out on YouTube, and it's also on the Empire Wrestling YouTube channel. You also had them pretty much stealing from EC3, because you watched the narrative video. You saw in the middle of the video you have EC3 in the ring, choking somebody out in the ring, in a very similar building, very similar scenery than the War Underground. And later on in the middle of the show, you have 5 people burning something down outside the PC, similar to the individuals that were in the black hoodies surrounding a bonfire outside. And then it's not just WWE, it's also AEW. Because MJF this past Wednesday on Dynamite did a promo very, very similar to the promo we saw for EC3, campaigning him to be the next world champion. Very similar, exact same promo he did. MJF pretty much stole it of EC3. So if I'm EC3, I'm pissed at both AEW and WWE because you're stealing this guy's shit. You really stealing this guy's shit. This guy is working his ass off being the new character, the new serious character, not the whole EC3, 12, blah, blah, blah. Not that. This is the serious EC3. I don't want to see y'all stealing any more ideas from this guy. And hopefully, War on the Ground is better than what we saw last night. Because this was a desperate attempt to lure people back into watching Monday Night Raw. But that's my thoughts on it. Let me know down below what you think about the whole War on the Ground. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Or do you think it's a stupid attempt to recreate Fight Club or Bloodsport? But again, let me know down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, tap the bell on the YouTube app if you miss any of my videos, and make sure you tune in Wednesday at the NXT so you check out my trivia video I made for the Eliminators one, the NXT champion Keith Lee. And also, later this week on Destino, the New Japan Pro Wrestling podcast with Mike and Chargo. So until then, I'm Michael Davis, Adriel Black. I'm out.